Yeah, yeah. She told me that she want me back. She told me that she miss our past. Hail Mary, throw me out like mad.
Oh, the land of the free.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Pascal Siakam.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Kendrick Nunn out there with Fred VanVleet. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Portis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Lakers, Pau Gasol is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And there's Bryant. And there's Jackson. And it's Whiteside in at the center. Outside, Kobe out to the wing. Here's Gasol. Siakam pulls it in. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Raptors. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season. And as the regular season winds toward the playoffs for those teams in the upper half of the standings, Greg, how much are they looking at seeding their potential playoff opponents?
You know, Kevin, guys won't admit to it, but it's human nature to think ahead, to try and map out that route through the brackets. And you get a sense if you played a team 3 or 4 times, how you match up, what you do well against them, and what are areas of concern for you.
Here's Jackson, the pass to Bryant. Now Kuzma, Burks covering. Kuzma passes to Gasol. Down low, Bryant. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Siakam. VanVleet against Jackson. VanVleet kicks to Burks. Outside Portis, 6 to shoot, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And it's sent back by Kobe. Now the Lakers on the break. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
I'll tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
And Gasol sends it back. Kuzma passes to Kobe. Stolen by VanVleet. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
A wide open look here for Kuzma. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. He told me it's always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. We have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, thank you, David. Greg, real concern about getting outshot early on. What do you think they can do to prevent it?
Well, you have to find a way to stay attached to the shooters. That means fighting through picks and helping one another.
Yeah, you've got to be aggressive defensively, no doubt. But at the same time, you don't want to send good shooters to the line. Play hard, be aggressive, but under control.
Gasol with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Kobe's got it with a fast break chance.
Well, you got to respect the speed of Bryant. He is so fast when he's got room to run.
Now, here's Nunn. A 23-point game for him in the win against Phoenix. Here's Van Vliet, and Whiteside sends it back. Kobe goes in. Here's Jackson. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And Whiteside sends it back.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Kuzma inside. Covered by Van Vliet. Yes, that goes in.
Boy, you're asking for trouble anytime you let Kuzma get established inside. This guy knows how to score against tough defense.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
The Raptors making a switch here. Flynn's checked in. Now, here's Siakam. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Flynn against Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Burks. And again, Toronto no luck.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Flynn against Jackson. Kobe kicks to Jackson. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Always nice to see Bryant find the open man. He gets so much attention on himself. That helps create opportunities for other guys.
Now, here's Burks. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. To stop the run, Anunoby, no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Lakers. 8-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Toronto calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Drills it from outside.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Kobe, that's for 2. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Burks with the steal. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Flynn against Jackson. Flynn misses. Lakers leading by 9. Ryan in the post. Working on Portis. Right side, good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Jackson against Flynn. Pass to Portis. And outside, sends it back, but he stays with it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so... it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back to the action after this word. Pascal Siakam, before the game tonight, shared his thoughts, reminiscing about his championship year with Kawhi Leonard.
It was always a team, and I think we don't...
And, Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
We've got Anthony Lee out there with Howard. And it's a 1-2 in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Here's Alexander. Clock at 6. Back to Flynn. It's good from long range. Flynn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there. Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Count it.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Outside Anthony. Passes it to Howard. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
And you know what? There's no question about it. Dwight Howard still has it going on inside.
Outside Flynn. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Here's a 1-2. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Flynn against Lee. Flynn the pass to Alexander. And it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Smailagic is checked in, and Kobe is subbed in for Anthony. Here's the floater. Alexander. The shot that time not on target. So the Lakers will take it the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Kobe draws the double. Howard kicks to a 1-2. Top of the key, Bryant. He feeds it to Lee. Shoots, and there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And Toronto making a change here. Nunn's checked in. Siakam passes to Carter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's a 1-2. He had 10 points in the win against Washington. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Howard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers. Siakam outside. Pass to Nunn. Lee with the block. Here's Smilagic. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. Anunoby, good.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Smilagic. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Bryant's got 4 assists in the game. Raptors trail by 14. And here is Siakam. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And it's sent back by Howard. And they're running. And here's Kobe from the arc. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
When he catches the hot hand, good luck trying to slow him down. Plays so under control, can spot up, drive, create for himself a matchup nightmare.
Carter, the pass to Siakam. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
After a quiet first couple seasons in the league, Siakam really took off in year 3 when he helped the Raptors win their first NBA championship.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Carter. Now here's Kobe. 14 points for him.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
The Lakers making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Toronto shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Kobe Bryant.
While most players can dominate with their scoring ability, he has done it with his passing. No doubt that he is the catalyst for this team on offense. And when players are cutting or moving to open space, he has found it.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night. What's up?
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The free throw drops for Kobe.
And Bryant is the total platinum level package. A lethal shooter, an exceptional defender, a flat-out assassin on offense, and most importantly, this guy's a leader too.
Siakam inside. And there's the pass to Nunn. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Nunn's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now Kobe, 17 points in the game. Gasol on the high post. Bryant in the post, working on Alexander. And Gasol gets it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
It's stolen by Bryant. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Kobe's got 10 points in the quarter.
A monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Siakam with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Nunn. Fires the three. And again, Toronto with the triple. And so it's the one. Los Angeles Lakers.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. The first quarter was all about Kobe Bryant. He ended up with 19 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. What you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic. That's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to beat them?
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Hart.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
So for Toronto right now, Bobby Portis out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Burks in at the small forward. And that one's good, Anthony.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here's VanVleet. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Raptors have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Anthony. Whiteside with it. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from VanVleet.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
There's Lee with the three, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Raptors. Fires from the line, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 5 rebounds tonight. A wide open look here for Anthony, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
To the inside, and Anthony sends it back. Here's Horton Tucker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Van Vliet passes to Portis. Burks on the wing. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Portis can't get it to go.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Los Angeles calls timeout, and the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
That's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
And the Raptors call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Every team hopes to have a player on this list. A quick update now on the top field goal percentage shooters in the NBA. Number 1, Kobe Bryant.
He is a finisher, plain and simple. That field goal percentage just absolutely jumps out at you. It borders on astonishing.
Here's Siakam. It's blocked, and he gets it back. And he recovers it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Flynn's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way, and gets the position he needs to make a play.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Ryan against Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. The Lakers with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kobe. Oh, that was a strong toe.
Bryant skying high to slam it home. Always looking to stuff.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now, here's Burks. Van Vliet looking around. Here's Portis. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Connects from three-point range. Van Vliet's got 9 points now in the quarter.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Kobe against Van Vliet. Back to Bryant. Shot clock at 6. Gasol. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Bryant's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And the stick-with-it attitude of Gasol, just overwhelming the defense with his length.
Here's Siakam. Portis, the pass to Siakam. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Siakam's got 10 points. Lakers leading by 19. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
And here is Siakam. He's got 10. Pass to Portis. It's blocked.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Portis. The Lakers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Flynn the pass to Burks. 35 seconds left to play in the third.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
And the Lakers call time here. Alexander's checked in for Toronto. LA has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Anthony with the bucket.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Here's Flynn, and the 3 ball is good. Flynn's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Boy, what a... great athlete Kobe Bryant is. Man, watching him take flight and jam it down doesn't get much better than that.
From deep three-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Ryan is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Pau Gasol. Then it's Anthony, and it's Bolden in at the 4. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And here is Los Angeles now. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing, defended by Carter. Kobe, the pass to Bolden. It's blocked. Carter against Bryant. Carter, that's good. And so it's the Lakers with it. Outside, Kobe. He feeds it to Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
And it doesn't take a whole lot of effort for Gasol to dunk it home. At 7 feet tall, he uses his height to power home those jams.
Here's Carter. That one good for 2.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA, in basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. And the Lakers call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Lakers leading by 23. And Kobe, here we go. And Bryant slams it in.
And Bryant, just a superb athlete, terrific at just imposing his will on the defense on that drive.
And Nunn has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Siakam. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The free throw drops for Bryant. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Knocked away. Kobe dishes to Howard. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Siakam, good. Siakam's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Los Angeles making a switch here. Owundu's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Portis is checked in. Los Angeles leading by 22. Kuzma outside. Flynn against Lee. Takes the three. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Lee.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Got it despite fading back a bit.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Howard. It's rebounded by Portis. The Raptors have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6.
A high-energy wing with a solid all-around skill set. Siakam is developing into a quality go-to scorer.
Kuzma passes to Smailagic. in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg, the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we all like to see it.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up, and that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Raptors trailed by 21. Outside Flynn. Now the pass to Portis. Van Vliet outside. Those three-pointers off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Kuzma. Here's Howard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
Nice job that time using that strong body of his inside. Once Howard has positioning, I think you got to wrap him up.
The Raptors have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. To the middle. Up again. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Kuzma, that's good.
You know, for such a young player, Kuzma has a tremendous amount of confidence and seems to be comfortable no matter where he is and what the circumstance is.
Fades. He can't hit that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. Here's Howard. Pass to Smilagic. Out to Lee. Shoots over Burks. And the Lakers get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Great frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
5 on the clock. Kuzma inside. Burks covering. The shot's good from Kuzma.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kobe Bryant.
You know, getting a triple-double isn't easy because I never had one of those, but somehow he made it look easy, just showing you how versatile his game is.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Love the size and athleticism Kuzma possesses. He uses both of them well to draw these fouls.
And he makes both free throws. 43 seconds left in the fourth. Lowry passes to Fernando. Lowry against Lee. Outside Lowry. Clock at 6. Lets it go from the wing. They get it back. And it's sent back by Howard. Lowry against Lee. But he gets it back. Lowry can't get it to go. From deep. Misses there. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Some kind of probably not there in Raleigh when